Hi Verse, it's your girl Corazora here today to give you guys another video. So today, Verse, welcome to Verse News. I'm going to be talking about something that has been blowing up the internet since today that I am making this video. It is something going on that has to do with another brand, something that has to do with a design that's been around for quite some time, and now just because of how certain things are nowadays, is being messed with, and now everyone's just freaking out, everyone's getting upset, and now we're going to be going online to figure out what the hell is going on with M&Ms. So apparently M&Ms came out today with a new commercial. I seen the commercial. Unfortunately, just because of where it's from, I'm not going to really react to it. I wanted to, but I don't want to react to it just because I feel like it's going to be one tough copyright claim, right? But luckily what I am going to do is I'm going to go onto an article, and I did find an article, by the way, to talk about it. Looking forward to reading it, looking forward to seeing what changed, and looking forward to talking about it. So with that said, let's get to it. Alright, Verse, so I am here on the Dailish. I found an article so they could figure out what is going on. There is a lot of controversy going on with the M&M cartoon little characters, right, that they use for the logo or just to promote M&Ms when you go to the theater and stuff. There is some pretty big changes now. Just so you guys know, I obviously did my fair share of research, by the way, because I wanted to know exactly what I was talking about, right? So I kind of looked up some old commercials of the M&Ms, you know, I looked up any minor changes that they did over the years, and I didn't really find too much. I mean, the M&M design characters have always been the same as far as I'm concerned. I really never paid any attention to them. I mean, it's M&Ms. I haven't had M&Ms in like a long ass time, if I'm being honest with you. I'm here in the Dailish. I'm here to read what the hell's going on here because people are freaking out left and right? You got regular people freaking out, you got some feminist people being happy but yet also upset, and you know, it's just a lot of stuff going on right now. So here we go. M&M's redesigned their characters with new colors, shoes, and personality. Oh my god. Even me being trans, I'm like, oh no. The green M&M no longer sports these iconic boots. Yeah, that's one of the changes that I saw. And the reason for my reaction is because when they say personality, already I can see what's gonna happen here. So let's see what they did. M&M's is getting a rebrand, and the colorful characters you spot on its candy packages and its commercials will have a slightly new look going forward. Mars Incorporated made an announcement yesterday citing that the company's global commitment to create a world where everyone feels they belong. Okay, nothing wrong with that. A commercial debuting the new M&M's mascots, that's what they are, yeah, mascots, was released on YouTube, and featuring a commercial debuting the new M&M's mascots was released on YouTube and featuring about belonging and welcoming everyone before showing off the mascots' new looks. The difference between the existing characters and the new ones are subtle. I've never heard of that word, wow.
Subtle.
Each M&M shape is a bit more refined, and instead of a tan color on their arms and legs, they are all now faded tints to match the color of their candy shell. Oh yeah, see, look, their skin is all covered up now. Most notably, perhaps, is the height of the brown M&M's heels being lowered and green M&M's tall go-go boots being swapped for sneakers. Okay, that one I already knew about, yeah. People were hella talking about the green M&M. People were freaking out about the green M&M. Even I was kind of like, alright, it's not a big deal to me, but alright, like, yeah. Clearly out of all the M&Ms, the green one had the most change. There's still more. Let's see what else they have to say. In an announcement about the changes, Mars Incorporated emphasized the following. The refreshed M&M's brand will include a more modern take on the looks of our beloved characters, as well as a more announced personalities to underscore the importance of self-expression and power of community through storytelling. The company wrote, fans will also notice an added emphasis on prominently demonstrate how a brand aims to bring people together. Okay, that's not really how I would state it, but alright. The group of 6 M&Ms, orange, red, yellow, green, blue, and brown, have been used together in advertisements since 2012. two M&M characters first featured in black and white were debuted in 1954 advertisements. Alrighty, let's talk about the M&Ms redesign and what they're trying to say. So, my thoughts. Well, I can't really use what's here right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Google, and basically I'm going to find a comparison of what's the difference here, right? So let's see what people are thinking of and how they're trying to relate to how people are nowadays when really they're just f***ing it up. So I found a comparison of the previous and the new. So let me see. What? Okay, so one of the biggest changes here is the fact that all their skin is covered up now. So that's all gone, okay. I guess it's kind of whatever, but alright, I don't really see why you needed to do that. I thought that was fine. They said the brown M&M. Huh. Her glasses are, I know it's kind of hard to see here just because these are in the way, but I believe her glasses were black and now they're brown. Okay, that's random. And the heels, yeah, look at the heels, you see that? High heels. Let me tell you guys something right now. Now, my experience wearing high heels, as much as I do love them, they are hard to walk in. They do hurt after a while. So now they gave her toe heels, which aren't too big and are actually much more comfortable. Trust me, they're much more comfortable. That honestly isn't that big of a deal. A minor change is whatever. Okay, you know, why not? Let me see, anything with the personalities? They're kind of this. They're pretty much all the same, but here, the green one. Let's talk about the green M&M, because this is where all the controversy is at and people are pissed as hell. So as you can see, the green M&M doesn't have the boots anymore. They're gone. Now we have the sneakers. Why? I just don't... So what are you trying to say? Like what? Women don't wear boots? Women don't wear high heels? Like this is kind of stupid. This is really dumb. The dumbest part out of this whole thing that I find hilarious is the fact that they're saying that they're trying to do it for the more modern time. Nothing of what they're showing has really changed. It's still the same. What I hate about what companies are doing nowadays, and not just companies, it could be comics, it could be the movie industry, it could be video games, is that even though certain things have changed, which is true, I don't like the fact that the classics that we have, that were around for quite some time, they make the changes because they're saying they're trying to make it more of our time. For instance, when they said personalities, when they mentioned the personalities part, I was thinking, oh, let me guess, is one of the characters gay? Is there a trans character? Me being trans, seeing this, I'm thinking to myself, you don't have to do that. If you want to bring in like I'm not saying they are, but like if you wanted to bring in something that was of LGBTQ, right? I'm thinking to myself, well, why not just make a new character? Bring in a new M&M. I mean, that would be fine. I mean, that's technically being with the modern era. If you were to bring in a character that was more suitable of what's going on nowadays, that'd be fine. But nope, instead we got feminism bullshit and woke stuff, and it reads all over, and I'm like, why? What is the point? For me, it's not too big of a deal, but I'll say it like this, it is somewhat annoying. It is, because more companies are starting to do stuff like this, and it's really unnecessary, right? You look at the green M&M, she reminds me of Ellen. When you think of her look. Honestly, from what I heard, right, I heard a rumor because, like I said, I looked up some stuff. Apparently, the green M&M is supposed to represent, like, sexism in a little bit, right? Like, she's the sexy character. But, like, I guess there's this thing about green M&Ms make you turned on or horny. Make you turned on or horny or something. I don't really know, but like that's what people are saying. I guess there's even fan art of the green M&M. I didn't really know that it was that focused on. I personally don't really care, nor did I even know about this. It's kind of funny, really. But yeah, a lot of people are obviously pissed off because the green M&M got messed with the most. Obviously, from here, all the male characters are fine. None too big of a deal. But the female characters were messed with the most, and that's where people are kind of like, why? Like, what's the point? All of the skin is covered up now, right? Everything is becoming more sensitive, everything is becoming more censored, and people are honestly getting tired of that, and I am one of them. Yes, I would be happy if they were to show a new type of character showing the modern age and stuff. Okay, cool, but I don't really feel like with the characters that were before, you really have to tweak, nor do you have to mess with. I find it unnecessary, and I find it ridiculous, and I just find it dumb. This is really dumb. I mean, I appreciate the effort, I just don't appreciate the fact that you're messing with things that have been around for so long that you have to do that. You know, it doesn't, I don't know. It's really, it feels very random. Like, there's certain ways of showing that you care about, you know, showing acceptance and everybody belonging where they are, which is great. But there's other ways of doing that than you messing with something that's been around. Because if it's been around for quite some time, you don't want to mess with that. It's like an antique. If you see an antique, you don't want to break it, you don't want to touch it, you don't want to f with it, okay? That's the point. You don't want to f with an antique. It's an antique for a reason, because it's old. It's like me being trans. It's like, you know what? I love this vase. The colors are obviously somewhat of an important relevance, but I'm gonna add the trans logo colors just because I felt like it would be better because it's more modern. You wouldn't do that, right? Like, that's me as an example, right? But I'm just saying, you wouldn't really want to do something like that because it's history. These M&M characters, if they've been around since the 1950s, which that was new to me. I didn't know that. You wouldn't really want to mess with it. And the reason why I say what I'm saying also is just because of the fact that, for me, I've said this over and over, and this is the best example that I can think of. I'm superheroed out, and I honestly, right now, I'm taking a break from superhero movies, comics, whatever. And the reason why, besides the fact that there's so many movies, is because of the fact that our superhero characters, whether it's Marvel or DC, or even other comic book industries that are here in America, they're doing too many changes of characters that we know and love that don't work. And it feels forced. That's the thing. I don't like it when companies changes a character's sexuality. If they've been around for like 80 years, that's stupid. I don't like it when they change or redesign of a character to look somewhat questionable if it doesn't match their personality, or if they show no signs of even doing that, because it feels forced. And unfortunately, in the comic book industry, it happens a lot. And that's why I'm not so much into the comics anymore, because every time I see this, I'm just like another one? Here, now it's starting to go into our logos. And honestly, this isn't that big of a deal, like I said. Again, that's just me. That's just how I feel. But yeah, this is this is ridiculous. I don't know, man. This is just stupid. This is a whole waste of everyone's time. This is a completely unnecessary action, and I just hope other companies don't really do what M&M is doing here. Honestly, if they're able to, you know, make minor changes, small changes, but nothing too big. I was honestly expecting something bigger because of what I heard when they were saying, you know, new designs, they took away the shoes, and bigger new personalities. I was like, uh-oh. I can see where all this is coming from. But yeah, other than that though, that's just me. I just wanted to kind of give you guys my input on how I feel and what's going on nowadays with all this woke bullshit. That's honestly how I feel. Every time I see this, I'm like, God, this is so forced. I'm like, oh my goodness. If you guys are basically wondering how I feel about the redesign, some of the changes is basically half for me. Half of it, I'm like, okay, whatever. The shortening of the heels, the changes of the color of the glasses, that I don't know what was the point, but whatever. I guess covering up the skin, whatever. I guess all the focus is on the green M&M. I guess the major change of the green M&M is very, very dumb. Women are beautiful, right? Women are beautiful, and they downgraded, I guess, her looks. I'm not gonna compliment the green M&M. that's just weird. I'm just gonna say that I guess they just downgraded it. Yeah, it just doesn't seem necessary, right? So, do I hate it? Yeah, I do hate it. It's dumb. Some minor changes that I just pointed out, it's whatever. But for you to do something big like that, right? I'm kind of like, okay, this is, come on. Like, it's been around for a while. It was like that for a reason, guys. Come on, you don't have to mess with everything that's been around, right? Just add to it. Don't change what's there. Just add to it then, just to make it more modernized, because that's what's going on now. I don't understand why certain companies or industries can't just add to what's going on. Instead, they're having what we have already and they're just changing it. I don't like these changes. It's dumb, in my opinion. But, you know, if you guys agree with me, great. If not, no worries. You know, you have your opinion and I have mine. Just wanted to give my output on what was going on. You know, it is an interesting topic to talk about, and I wanted to obviously be more into talking about topics of things that are going on, you know, just to see what's what. But yeah, guys, let me know. Do you guys hate it? Do you guys not? I'll be happy to hear about it. And you know, with that, yeah. I don't know what else to say with this. It's really not too big, but it is dumb. Well, first, with that said, if you guys can do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification for me, you guys, so that way you guys can keep up to date to see more of my content being uploaded on here. I'm happy to be doing more content for you guys. That's the great thing about this. And if you guys can do me a favor, check out some of my vids. I just released a video of me reacting to the Island Boys. It was funny. It was hysterical. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. I couldn't believe what I heard. If you guys can also do me a favor, and if you can, help me reach my first 100 subscribers by hitting the notification and subscribing, would really help support the channel. And if not, no worries. I just appreciate your guys' time. And as always, have an awesome day. Later, verse.